Time on, set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The tackle by Nick Vigil. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the
good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop.
43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
He was brought down.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chargers nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. There's some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now, movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
This is Kelly. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They snap it at one. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this carries into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Herbert just beat the play clock. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Herbert now. Allen on the screen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Badgley on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this. Connor loses it.
And picked up by the Chargers. Oh, he's got some very good room. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And it's caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
3-yard line.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Kelly, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Steelers 7. Time long.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
They'll run on first down. Callan. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Steelers 40.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Kelly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.